going to be reviewing aseptic technique for exposure of x-rays. First, you're going to need your x-ray tray, which is gray. You're also going to need a sterile white tray cover. At HS, it'll be on the cart next to x-ray. You will also need an unexposed and exposed purple cup that you'll grab from here. You'll place your unexposed film, conventional film, inside of your unexposed purple cup. And this will actually go on the outside of your tray napkin, okay? You would also put your sterilized XCP while it's in the nightclave bag on the outside of your white tray napkin, okay? We'll go ahead and set up our room. Place this on the countertop. Then you're ready to go ahead and place barriers. So the first one you're gonna place is your essentials barrier over your x-ray tube, your tube head. And you can tie this just like a balloon around your finger. And then you're also going to put a rubber band on it over the PID. Now you're ready for your blue barriers. Okay, so we're going to have a number of blue barriers in the room. We're going to have one on the exposure button. Okay, 2 in the window for our overgloves to lay. You want to have the sticky part on the outside so that your overgloves stick to them. Then you're also going to have one on your control panel over the buttons that you'll be pressing, as well as on the x-ray arm. Okay, those are the only barriers, blue barriers, that we need in the room. Okay. Once your room is set up, you're ready to go and get your patient from the chair, from the clinic, from their chair. So you're going to bring them in. Notice I don't have on my PPE yet. You're going to bring them into the room, making sure that your chair is already locked into position by pulling up on the bar. You're going to go ahead and place the lead apron on them. You always want to make sure the lead apron is on. If you don't, your series of x-rays won't count and your patient will have unnecessary exposure to them, okay? Making sure that their thyroid is well protected. It'll stay a little bit loose on the dexters. On a real patient, it'll fit better, okay? So we have our lead vest on the patient. You're ready to go ahead and place your PPE, okay? So what PPE do we need? We need our glasses and our mask, which you can keep all of these in your pocket of your jacket. So we have our mask. I'm going to pinch the nose. We have our glasses. Go ahead and place our overgloves on the blue barrier. You want to make sure that these are already loose fitting so that they're more easy to get into during patient care. Okay? So you can go ahead and have those placed before your patient comes in the room. Then you can go ahead, before you put on your gloves, now that your patient is in the room, you can open up your white tray napkin, okay? And you would open up your XCP, the nightclave bag, pour in your sterile XCP onto the inside of your tray, and toss your nightclave bag into the trash can. Then you're ready to go ahead and put on your blue gloves. So you would grab out your film one by one. Okay, you can either grab them out one by one. That'd be the easiest way to do it versus pouring them out onto the tray. So you'll grab out the film one by one, put them in the XCP, okay? You're going to line up the film and your XCP in the patient's mouth, have them close, line up your PID, making sure that you don't touch any part of the x-ray machine that is not barriered. Okay, you've already had them closed down. You're gonna come out of the room. This is the only time that you can bring blue gloves outside of the patient's room. Press the exposure button. Once the beep has stopped, let off of the button. Come back in here into the room, move your tube head out of the way, open up Dexter, take out the film, place the exposed film in the exposed purple cup. Okay, so for each film, you'll be doing this. So for horizontal bite wings, this will be 4 times. Once you've completed all of your films and exposed them, so for horizontal bite wings, that'll be 4, you're gonna go ahead and move all of the x-ray equipment out of the way. Then you're going to put on your over gloves. These are already open just a little bit. So then you'll just have to grab them by the outside, slip them on the rest of the way, because now we're going to take off the lead apron. Okay, so our lead apron is still clean, and our over gloves are considered clean hands. We don't want to handle the lead apron with our blue gloves on. If the lead apron has become visibly contaminated, that's when you would go and grab your 4x4 gauze and your soap and water and wipe down your lead apron, okay? Then you can dismiss your patient. You can either tell them, do you remember where you were sitting? Or you can, if they do remember, they can walk themselves back. If not, you can walk them to the unit. This is all still with over gloves on. Then you return to the x-ray room. Go ahead and take off your over gloves. Place them back on the barriers, okay? Notice how I'm slipping them off. Put them back on the blue barriers. Now you're able to take down your blue barriers with your dirty blue patient gloves, okay? Making sure to only touch the barrier itself. You don't want to be touching all this other equipment because then you've contaminated it, okay? You're going to take these down. You're also taking off the barrier that was on the exposure button, okay? That's your last barrier. Before you go into the processing room, you want to take a quick look around the room. Make sure that you have removed all your barriers. The last barrier is with your over gloves. So you're going to slip back on your over gloves. Notice how there's 2 barriers behind those, but your over gloves are considered clean hands, right? So now, with your over gloves on, you can remove these 2 barriers from the window, place them in the trash can. Then, you're going to grab your tray, bring it to central sterile, or excuse me, the x-ray room. Okay. Place it in here. Then you're going to go set out barriers for your next student so the rooms can keep moving. Okay. So thinking about what barriers they'll need. You're going to need an essentials barrier. Since we're doing just conventional for now, we won't get into the sensor sheets quite yet. But you need an essentials barrier and a rubber band for purposes of conventional. And you're going to place this in the chair. Then that tells your next student you're ready to go. So we're going to head back into the processing room, and you need to grab 2 paper towels. Okay, I still have my over gloves on. So we have a clean paper towel and a dirty paper towel. Okay, always make sure that you designate which is which. So clean, dirty. Okay, then you're ready to go ahead and turn off the lights. For the purpose of the video, we're going to keep on the lights so that you guys can all see. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and close the door. Then we would turn off the white light and turn on our safe light, which you'll see that it's red. Okay? So pretending that our light is turned off now, we would take off our over gloves, place them on the tray. Okay? Now with my blue nitro gloves, I'm going to grab my film from my exposed cup, dump them out onto the dirty napkin, okay? So for 4 horizontal bite wings, you should have 4 film packets. You're going to turn these so that the envelope side is facing up. With duplicate, it's white, or excuse me, with duplicate, it's blue. When it's just a one film packet, it'll be white. But you want to have the envelope side facing up, okay? It'd also be beneficial if you separate your film packets from your trash. So I'm going to make sure that all of them are facing envelope side up. Then you're going to open these film packets over your clean napkin, okay? Not way up here, but close to your paper towel. So you're just going to open up the packaging. Then you're going to grab the black paper tab. You're going to pull it straight out, and you'll hear the two film fall onto the clean paper towel. Okay? Then you're going to place that black film packet on the dirty napkin. Your lead foil is going to go in the lead foil box, and then your packaging is going to go with your trash. You're going to do this for each film, so there should be 4 film in total. With duplicate film, there'll be 8 film total. Once you've done all of your film, you can take off your blue nitro gloves, place them on the tray. Your hands might be sweaty, so let them dry. Then you can handle your film from the corners, okay, or the edges, and you're going to feed these into the processor alternating sides. So you're going to start on the outside, so left outside, right outside, and then you start to come in, okay? Once you've processed all of your film, you're going to sweep through with your finger, making sure that no film remain. Once you've processed all your film, you're going to wait for this processing light to be solid. If it's still blinking, you know that you cannot open the door or turn on the white light quite yet. Okay? This will take about 10 or 15 minutes depending on how many film you're processing. Then the very last step is you want to grab your paper towels from the bottom and wrap them up. Place the clean on the dirty, wrap it up. And then you're going to place this in one of your purple napkins, and you are complete. You're just going to follow through and make sure that all of your film are out here, and then you'll be able to mount them. Thank you.